jobs back to our struggling community has been one of the parts of the President's message that most resonated with the American people.
Well, I think this was less about his family's business and an attack on his daughter. He ran for president. He won. He's leading this country. And I think for people to take out their concern about his actions or his executive orders on members of his family, he has every right to stand up for his family and applaud their business activities, their success. So, look, when it comes to his family, I think he's been very clear how proud he is of what they do and what they've accomplished. And for someone to take out their concern with his policies on a family member of his is not acceptable. And the president has every right as a father to stand up for them.
He has every right to stand up for his family and applaud their business.
She's not.
Well, I think there's clearly a targeting of her brand and her name still out there. Well, so she's not directly running the company; it's still her name on it, and there's clearly efforts that to undermine that name based on her father's positions on particular policies that he's taken. This is a direct attack on his policies and her name and so that there's clearly an attempt for him to stand up for her because she is being maligned because they have a problem with his policies.
Of that tweet, it looked like it was right after his president PDB during. Could you just?
I've heard the conjecture. He was free when that happened.
Yemen, more than most countries, fully appreciates the fight that we have with ISIS, and I think we're going to continue to work with them to strengthen our diplomatic relationships, to understand our fight against terrorism. And so at this point, I'll leave it at is that we understand that we share that commitment with them, and we're going to continue to work with them to combat ISIS and to make sure that we do that. I'm not in a position to go any further at this time on that.
The raid, the action that was taken in Yemen was a huge success. American lives will be saved because
the action that was taken in Yemen was a huge success. American lives will be saved because of it. Future attacks will be prevented. The life of Chief Ryan Owens was done in service to this country, and we owe him and his family a great debt for the information that we received during that raid. I think any suggestion otherwise is a disservice to his courageous life and the actions that he just took.
In many cases, Hunter, that are on the border that see what some of this does and how it affects families and businesses, not to mention the cost.
I think the president's main concern has been on the merits of this case and making sure that an executive order that was lawfully executed and went through the entire process. Remember, we've got to go back and remember that the DOJ's Office of Legal Compliance vetted this order, deemed it was legal. So we've followed the entire process to make sure that this was done correctly, constitutionally, legally, and every otherwise. And so to now our focus is making sure that whether or not we have to wait a day or two or whatever for the TRO, we look forward to the opportunity to discuss this on the merits.
Specifically deal with Ukraine and Crimea. I think Ambassador Haley has spoken very, very clearly about that. Yeah.
Basis, in fact. Thank you, guys. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I know. I see him tomorrow.